We spent lots of time today talking about the Ohio mother who went to jail for sending her kids to a school where they say it wasn't in the right district. Well, TV1's Director of Digital Media, James Hill, is here with that story and more in our Web Watch segment. James, glad you're here.
Thanks, man.
This story, I think out of all the stories I've been looking at this week, this has really gotten African Americans on the web talking. It has been all over the websites.
Well, what we're seeing is that public opinion being online is everyone understands the need and the desire to do the best for your child. And no one is excusing the fact that Kelly Williams Buller broke the law, fudged something a little bit, but the woman's living in the projects. She's trying to get her two kids into a better school.
Dad said her home was broken into 12 times.
Right. Trying to get her kids into better school, so you change the address, and then you're going to be arrested and put in jail?
But also, though, the father, though, said these kids have spent so much time at my house, they virtually live at my home,
right,
because I don't want them in that situation.
Right.
He said, so for all intent and purposes, they live here.
And the truth of the matter is, let's be honest, Roland. We know a lot of people who put cars and phones and their grandmother's name and their daughter's name and all that stuff. It's essentially legal, but we've all heard this story before. So to send this woman who's trying to do the best for her kids, to jail for 10 years, we're looking online. We're seeing petitions to get her sentence reduced. We're seeing petitions to get the judge, Patricia Cosgrove, sent off the bench. It is going wild online.
And in fact, because, first of all, the judge in this case, she actually criticized the prosecutors for not plea bargaining this thing down to a misdemeanor. The other problem is she's already been convicted. She accepted the plea bargain. She accepted the 2 felonies. She actually served her time. So really the only thing that she can do is actually get a pardon. In fact, Congressman Jesse Jackson Jr., he's released a statement where he is calling for the Attorney General Eric Holder to step into this case, because even he says this is an abomination that this woman went to jail for sentenced for 10 days but served 9.
Yeah, and again, it's not a long sentence, and I'd be curious, I don't want the woman to go to jail any longer, but I'd be curious to see if she had been sentenced longer, how big the wave for support would have gone online. I think this thing would have manifested into a much bigger movement.
Well, I certainly think the next step, first of all, and I've talked to some different folks who are out there, various writers, they're talking about a legal defense fund. I've spent some time talking to her pastor as well, trying to figure out what's the next step. I talked to Ben Jealous with the NAACP and the Reverend Al Sharpton, and they're getting involved as well. And so I think over the next couple of weeks, this story is actually going to get even bigger.
Okay.
All right, James, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
All right.
TV1online.com